Not long ago, I did the reaction to Malik's trailer, and here I am with the review today. But before we get into it, I want to tell you that I think it's almost 2 o'clock here in Dubai, and I have my office tomorrow. I just finished watching the movie, and I couldn't stop myself. I thought I'll do the review first and then go to sleep. Namaskaram. Welcome back to Rani Hindustani. This is Rani Hindustani. I have my husband behind the camera.
Hi everyone.
As you all know, this video is the review to the movie Malik. So without further ado, let's get started. This movie is directed, written and edited by Mahesh Narayanan. Now personally, when it comes to Mahesh Narayanan, my expectations are always high. For me, it's a treat to see his vision unfold in his cinema. And this movie is no different. He has done a brilliant job. I really loved the editing of the movie. Now, the story is simple. If I take the liberty, I didn't think that the story is unique. Apart from the performances, powerful performances given by Dileesh Pothan, Vinay Joju George, Nimisha, and Fahadh, what I loved about the movie is its screenplay. I think the screenplay has played a very, very important role in this movie. Now, the movie begins with Fahad's character when we are introduced to his character and how he moves to Ramadapalli, and then his life, which is shown in three different time zones, timelines. And the movie progresses from there. He plays a role of say, larger than life, a Robin Hood of this community. There are few scenes, not few, there are so many scenes in this movie that made me so emotional. It made me cry. I was so engrossed and so connected to this movie. What did you think about it?
Well, as you mentioned, this the story of this movie is not that unique. I mean, you get hints of Godfather or the Nayak and Tamil movie, Tamil movie of Kamal Hassan, right? But the important part of this is though the story is predictable, that we
Yeah.
can predict the movie, we can predict what's going to happen next. The important part is, as you said, the screenplay,
Yeah.
which makes you feel connected to the movie, which makes you feel wanting more from the movie.
Yeah,
That is
absolutely.
very important. And as you mentioned about the cinematography,
Yeah.
I have to mention that the first 14 minutes of the movie was a single
shot.
continuous shot. And it's very difficult to take something
Yeah.
like that. And Sanu Varghese has done a brilliant job. I mean,
Amazing.
just not only that scene, there are a lot of scenes throughout the movie which it makes you like captivates you, like it captures your attention.
Of course.
And that is like, it's a hats off to him. I mean, he has done a brilliant job. And as you mentioned, editing by Mahesh Narayan, he has done again an amazing job. I don't the only negative thing I felt was the background score at some times.
Yeah.
And yes, it was not helping the movie to elevate to another level. It did do its job, but and also another thing I want to mention is the two songs which were there in the movie. I mean, I felt that, the songs were kind of not necessary, but at the same time necessary. I wanted the songs to be much more heartfelt, or much
Okay,
more
so
captivating.
I beg to differ to you here because I really felt the background music was also amazing.
Okay.
I did not feel that it's out of sync. I loved the songs because the first song that came, it told you about his life a little more, like
Okay.
his phases. So I loved that. And the second was a nice romantic song, and the chemistry that they have shared in this song, it's absolutely amazing.
Okay.
And for me, I felt that it became a very, very crucial part of this movie.
Okay. And also another important thing that we are missing to talk is the subject that they have taken. The subject is very important.
Yes, that's true.
And since this movie is based on some real events or incidents that has happened, we shouldn't forget about this real subject. The subject is governments and corporations encroaching coastal lands in Kerala, parts of Kerala, and also parts of the entire country, right? We see such instances happening in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and everything. I mean, everywhere around India, not only the coastal areas, but also the forest areas within the country. There are instances right now in Madhya Pradesh, like corporations or the government is trying to encroach the land from the people, native people who have settled there for years and who are there. I mean, whose entire livelihood depends on the region, right? Like for example, in this movie, their entire livelihood depends on fishing.
Yeah.
So that is an important topic this movie has taken up.
I thought even the divide and rule policies
Yeah, and the
that is
movie,
shown.
yeah, the movie which clearly shows what politicians' motives are.
Yeah.
Their motives are just power.
Yes.
They don't care about which community they belong to, which community, uh, got them up to that level. They don't care about that. They just care about power and how power manipulates people like you and me, manipulates people between two different communities who were friends. We could see that in this movie that there were
Yeah.
two people from two different communities
yeah.
who were friends, and then how they ended up becoming rivals.
Foes, yeah.
Yeah. So that is also the topic that this movie takes up, so we
Yes.
need to also pay attention to that. But well, overall, I really enjoyed this movie, and this movie is one of the best, I guess, in 2021. Well, it's like a classic. It can become
Yeah.
a classic, a classic Malayalam movie.
Even I think that in the future,
Yes.
this will be a cult following.
Yes,
movie.
even I believe that. It's evident by everything that you see in this movie. It's really evident that more and more people will enjoy this movie and like this movie,
Yeah.
and this movie will be there forever.
Yes. And the direction also, like one last mention to the direction, it is amazing.
Yes, he has
I
done a
mean,
very good job at it.
Brilliant
Yeah.
job. I loved his See You Soon and Take Off also, but this, I mean, it's the cherry on the cake, as
Yes,
we
it
say.
is.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that is it from our side. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any comments, any thoughts that you want to add, please write it in the comment section. I would love to talk to you there. Please give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, bye bye and good night.